Hello again all, welcome back for another Duel Masters video. So today we have the exciting finale for the DM Booster Box Series opening. Today we are going to open up the elusive and the final set in the TCG, Thrash of the Hybrid Megacreatures. This was again the final set released in the TCG for Duel Masters. And this set brought us new mechanics like Vortex Evolutions, which allowed you to combine two creatures to make one stronger creature. It also implemented cloned cards, which got stronger the more that were in the graveyard. And it also expanded on Wave Strikers. So as I'm opening this up, I wanted to talk about the upcoming giveaway. And this video will be tagged as the giveaway video. So the giveaway, which I talked about in my last mail day video, that is going to be for 20 winners. The way you will enter, it's going to be off this video. I'll be doing the giveaway. Entrants are going to be between now and June 15th, so about 2 weeks. The only thing I'll ask you to do is on this video to leave a comment from all the booster box openings I have done, what has been your favorite? So from DM1 to the last one here, DM12, which one did you enjoy the most? If it's this one, it's, you know, we are not going to see the whole thing unless you get to part 2 and then comment later. But yeah, this is going to be a very exciting opening. And the main giveaway winner is going to be getting that Bombazar Dragon of Destiny, which I have over here to show off. So one lucky entrant will be getting the Bombazar Dragon of Destiny. So I have a friend who does want this booster box, so I'm going to try very carefully to not bust out the Aura Pegasus that wants to be the display. So we are going to, as always, start with the right side, and we are going to hopefully get some Vortex Evolutions, get some cool hits. Guys, I'm going to soak this in. I honestly was never sure if I'd get one of these, so it's pretty amazing that we have a Thrash of the Hybrid Megacreatures booster box here to open. So I'll be trying to be careful preserving the booster wrappings, as well as very careful with the cards, because I'm not sure if I will ever have the opportunity to open one of these boxes again. So first pack is the Cruel Naga artwork, and we have already messed up the back of this so bad. Let's just try to pull it out in one piece. And we start out with Pincer Scarab. So that is going to be our first rare, that this creature gets plus 2,000 for each card in your opponent's hand. And while it has power 6,000 or more, it gets Double Breaker. And we get our first cloned card, Clone Deflector. We have Buzz Bitachi. We have Clone Spikehorn. So again, with these cloned cards we have here, we do a foil, but we'll talk about these first. So the clone cards, again, the way they work is that the more you have in the graveyard that have been used or discarded, they get an additional boost on their effect. So for Clone Deflector, get tap more creatures. Clone Spikehorn, more power. And our first foil is a Necro Dragon Jag Ravine. So that is very cool. So he is a 6-drop. He is a dragon zombie. That's a good focus right there. So when this creature blocks, you destroy it after the battle, and he's a Double Breaker 6,000. We will sleeve him as well. We got Copper Locust, we have Peppy Pepper, we have the Funky Wizard, we have Windmill Mutant, and a Wily Carpenter to finish out the pack. So I got sleeves for this occasion. Definitely don't want to risk any condition issues in this one. So we start out with a foil. Not bad. So let's get our pile management, guys. Makes a big difference. So we're going to go here, here, and we'll do there. All right, the Soul Phoenix pack art is the next one. Yeah, guys, it's pretty amazing. that we're able to open this here today. I was looking back, it's been about 3 years to get all of these on videos. So we have Clone Spikehorn for next. We have a Nagira, the Warlord Crawler, which is our rare. So that one can evolve off of Gladiators or Earth Eaters. It gives them all plus 2,000 power, each of your other Gladiator and Earth Eaters. And whenever one of your Gladiator Earth Eaters blocks, you can draw a card. So I'm not sure if the rare is meant to be in any particular spot. It's already 2 different spots we've seen it, so it may shift around. We have the Wing-Eye Moth. We have a Gigapi Ponto. We have Gigaslug, which is an excellent Chimera, 3-drop, and a Slayer. So a very strong card for Darkness. Frantic Chieftain, Farzi the Oracle, Copper Locust, Peppy Pepper, and Funky Wizard to end it out. So strong start. I'm also intrigued in this booster box to see how the rares play out. If we'll get multiple hits for rares, if it'll just be you get one of every rare plus you get a couple repeats, we shall see. We have a good light card here. Valkyr, Starstorm Elemental, which is a 5-drop, 7,000 attack angel command. Cheap bait for Alcadius. Phantomac the Giga Trooper, that's another one that's a good rare. So he goes on a Chimera or a Armorloid. Each of the Chimeras, Armorloid, in the battle zone get plus 2,000, and each of the Chimeras and Armorloids get double breaker. So again, there's quite a few rares that can evolve off multiple creatures. Gigabalza, which is basically a locomotive for Chimeras. Gigapi Ponto. We have Copper Locust. We have Gandival Stapler. Necrodragon Zalva, Wily Carpenter, Bingol the Explorer, and Turtlehorn the Imposing. So this set did actually have a pretty good amount of some good support cards. So yeah, there's the Valkyr is a pretty strong card. Gigaslug is definitely one that is pretty decent. Gigabalza if you're running with a Chimera type deck. Locomotive are all real strong cards, so having one in Chimera form for evolutions is not too bad. Gigabalza, Melope. So this one is good with Cosmic Darts. Whenever your opponent would choose one of your shields, you choose instead, and whenever you would choose one of your opponent's shields, your opponent choose instead. So if you're planning shields with, a very popular card called Emerald, you can choose where they're hidden. Clone Spiral, we have Spectral Horn, Glitalis, sorry guys. Necrodragon Zalva, Tropic Crawler, Belmaw the Explorer, Uncanny Turnip, which is a really good Wave Striker support, Flame Trooper Goliath, and Giga Rise to end the pack. So now we have the Hyper Sprint Warrior booster pack wrapping. Yeah, if we're able to just get the ratio, there's really not a bad foil hit in this box, maybe besides Extreme Crawler. So, this is a set that you're going to have a lot of pretty strong foils. And we have Gigavrand. Now, this rare, at the end of each turn, if your opponent drew 2 or more cards that turn, they discard their entire hand. So this is good protection against things like Mischievous, but it's a hard card to use being 6-drop 3,000. Wing-Eye Moth, we have Spectral Horn Glitalis, we have a Clone Spiral, we have Flame Trooper Goliath, Giga Rays, Funky Wizard, Farzi, which is good for the card we hope to pull, Wise Starnoid, nice low-cost Lightbringer, Copper Locust, and Gandival's Stapler. So yeah, a series I'm hoping to do in the future is going to be kind of rating each TCG set from, strongest to weakest cards it brought into the game that were cards that were used pretty frequently or sets that really didn't give us too many good cards. Clone Spikehorn is up. We have Comet the Spectral Spud. This is another one that evolves off 2 different races. So this one plays off Wild Veggies or Rainbow Phantoms. Each of your other Wild Veggies, Rainbow Phantoms plus 2,000. At the end of each of your turns, you can untap any number of your Wild Veggies and Rainbow Phantoms in the battle zone. So not too bad. We have Miramas's Knife, good Xenopart support. Electro Explorer Syrian, And we have Punch Trooper Bronx for our second foil. So when you put this creature in the battle zone, you can destroy the creature that has the lowest power in the battle zone. Maybe we can focus. Come on, there you go. That's better. If there's a tie, you get to choose. So not bad. Not a super, I guess you have to kind of make a deck around it and look at when you put it on the field. But yeah, it's an interesting card. And that is that for that pack. So let's sleeve up our Trooper and continue on. All right, another Hyper Sprint booster pack wrapping. And we got, ooh, that's a solid rare, guys. We have Mecha Dragon's Breath, which allows you to choose a number less than or equal to 6,000, destroy all creatures that have that power. So if you choose like a popular power amount, let's say like 2,000, then you could destroy all creatures with 2,000. So another one you have to plan out the usage, but solid card, some usage. Miramas's Knife, Electro Explorer, we have Gigabalza, then we have Bingol, Turtle Horn, Hyper Sprint Warrior Use Assault, which is a solid Armorloid that gives speed attacker and it gets pretty strong. Power attacker 4,000. Gigaslug, Frantic Chieftain, and Mizoi the Oracle. So we are still looking for our first super. Really hoping this will be a 3 super box. We're really gunning for those Vortex evolutions. So hopefully we're able to pull a couple to show off. And guys, we have another, probably one of the best rares in this set. We have Hydruse, the Mutant Emperor. So this card goes on Cyberlords and Hedrons. They all get plus 2,000, each of the ones besides this, and they can't be blocked. So again, a great combo with Windmill Mutant that it makes your opponent discard a card, and you can evolve it off. And again, it has cheap bait between Emerald and yeah, Grinning Axe I think is another one people use for Hedrons, but Hydruse is probably one of the best cards from rares. Actually, we're going to sleeve him at the end of this too. We have Clone Nightmare, we have Sea Mutant Dormel, Enigmatic Cascade, and we got another very rare, Kilstine Elemental, Nebula Elemental. Now, when I was telling you about Wave Striker support, this is the big guns for the Wave Striker support. So he goes on the field to help Wave Strikers, and each of your other creatures in the battle zone with Wave Striker gets plus 5,000, has blocker and double breaker. Very, very strong card. So he's a great finisher. Uncanny Turnup, Flame Trooper, Gigaslug, Frantic Chieftain, and Farzi to end it out. So yeah, so far 3 very rares, hoping we can get some kind of supers coming up. Kilstine, excellent, excellent card. And Hydruse is a very sought after rare. Because unfortunately for those decks, you want 3 or 4 copies. And yeah, he is hard to get, but he is very good for duels. Especially being a 4-drop. Let me try to put him, I guess we'll keep him in the pile. Being only costing 4, he's pretty cheap too. So you could literally get him out turn 4, and the bait is so cheap, you can be hitting for some pretty good damage and effects early on. So that is a pretty solid card to hit. So next up, as I totally destroy this booster wrapping, we have the Cloned Deflector. We have a Radioactive Horn the Strange, another solid rare. So he's a weird one, because he only has 1,000 power, but he's a double breaker, which I'm not sure. He probably breaks a lot of the rules you usually see, because I feel like double breakers usually start around, I want to say 6,000 would most do. So he's really unique in that he's super low, but he does break 2 shields. So it is, I wonder, there's probably some really good deck ideas out there for him. Cloned Blade, another one of those clone cards. We have Electro Explorer Syrian. Got Peppy Pepper, Windmill Mutant, who I talked about earlier with Hydruse. Tropic Crawler, Belmol, Uncanny Turnup, and Flame Trooper to end out the pack. So we're down to 3 packs for the end of the first half. can we ease the nerves and get ourselves a super? You know, it would be, again, there's really no terrible super for the set. I mean, there's more desirable ones. Y Starnoid and Death Phoenix are both really good, but they all are pretty good to get. Eulaire's Punishment Elemental, which is another one, which I'll bring up, has a very unique effect. When you put this creature into the battle zone, for each creature you have in the battle zone, choose a shield and turn it face up. So it is they stay face up while they're in the zone, the shield zone. So very unique effect. I'm a fan of him. He's a different card that can get some usage. Wing-Eye Moth, Gigapi Ponto, Cloned Blade, Mizoi the Oracle, Fever Nuts, Peppy Pepper, Windmill Mutant, Tropic Crawler, and Belmole to end the pack. So the rares have been doing very well. And I think, I'm not sure if we've repeated on any yet, so I think so far we've had good variety on the rares as well. Let's not clip that. There we go. Got Enigmatic Cascade. We have Cosmic Dart, which goes with Melape earlier. Your opponent chooses one of your shields. Look at it. If it's a spell, you may cast it immediately for no cost. If not a spell, put it back where it was. So kind of the concept is, you know, use Emerald. You can choose that shield instead of your opponent with Melape, and then you could be dropping things. There's a cool concept people use, like the Invincible cards. You can just be hitting those in your shield zone and casting them for no cost. So Cosmic Darts is our rare. Miramas's Knife, Sea Mutant Dormel, and we have Extreme Crawler. Oh man, guys, I'm really hoping we can get some super rares here coming up. So Extreme Crawler. So this very rare. When you put this creature into the battle zone, return all your other creatures from the battle zone to your hand, and he's a double breaker. So he is strong, 5-drop for 7,000 power. Now something with that effect, again, return all your other creatures, isn't always the best, but if you're using cards like Aquahulkus and Bronze Arm, reusing some of those strong effects can be a good strategy with him. Then you have Hyper Sprint Warrior, you have Giga Rise, Funky Wizard, Mizoi, and Fever Nuts. So we are 4 foils in, but we are still missing super rares. So we're really hoping the left side coming up is going to bring a lot of fire, because so far we have not been able to get any of the no Vortex evolutions and no super. So we'll see if we can pull one on the last pack for the first half. And again, just for clarification, this is going to be the video that I want you guys to do the giveaway for. So make sure you comment in this video your favorite booster box opening I've done on this channel from 1 to 12, and that's going to enter you into the giveaway, which will be running from the 1st, which is today, June 1st, to June 15th. After that, I'll probably do a video a week or two after that to go over the winners. So final pack, we have Melape. So again, we talked about him earlier. He's our first, I think he's our first repeat. Clone Blade, Electro Explorer Syrian, Clone Spikehorn, and that is going to be no foils. Wily Carpenter, Bingole, Turtlehorn, Hyper Sprint, Giga Rise, and Funky Wizard. So again, again, we hit the number, so 4 foils. I don't think we repeated any rares yet, except Melope. Yep, I think that's the only one. So far, all very rares. Hoping we can get some supers in the second half. So thank you for tuning in for part 1. Make sure you comment to be entered in the giveaway. And again, thank you all for tuning in, and catch in. Sometimes words are hard. Check in for the second half coming up in the near future. Thank you very much. See you soon.